Salut mes lapins et bienvenue au 6e cours pour module 3. Right guys, I'll carry on in English. So we're up to lesson 6 of this module and we've done saying what we want to do on the internet. We've talked about sports and last lesson we looked at activities we do using our verb faire. Now remember, this is so important for you and your French. When you go to France, when you meet French people, you're going to talk about sports. It's such a big part of our lives, what you do in your free time, and that is why we're learning this today. Now today we'll be testing you on it. Let's get started. Now you'll need to know the vocabulary from last lesson really well today. So before you start watching this lesson, you might want to watch last lesson again, get it in your heads, revise it and go through it. Or you might want to spend 20 minutes on memorize and then come to this lesson. We started the vocab test today, so think about that before we start. If you're pretty clued up on the vocab and you feel pretty confident, then keep watching this video. Let's make a start for today. Alors, Year 7, on commence. Vous savez ce qu'il faut faire. S'il vous plaît, copiez ou inventez la date en français. Copiez le titre du genre. Et ici, on a le contrôle de vocabulaire. C'est beaucoup plus difficile aujourd'hui. Comment dit-on I do that en français? Comment dit-on what en français? Mettez Mr. Ennis sur pause et essayez de faire ça, s'il vous plaît. Right, guys, you should have paused me and done the date, title, and had a go at this really tough post-it note challenge today. Let me just tell you what we're going to do. We're going to be putting together all the stuff we looked at before restart with the stuff we looked at last lesson, and you're going to understand, right? Real French people talking about sports, what sports they play and what sports they do. Now, Year 7, this is what it's all about. When you go to France, people will ask you about sports. If you go on our exchange in a few years' time, talking about sports is one way to like break the ice and get to know like our French students. So this will be really, really handy. We're going to put you to the test today. We're going to look at the vocab. Then when you make sure you know all that, we're going to do a reading, and then I've got a really, really tough listening for you today. But guys, this is what it's all about. I think by the end of this lesson, you'll be really happy with your French. So that's what it's all about. 6 key phrases today. Be honest, how many did you get? A lot harder today. So let's have a little look through them. This is what you should have. I do that is je fais ça. Now this word ça means it or that or this. It's a really, really handy word. Do you see that little tail on it? That's an accent. It's called a cedilla and it makes it a s sound. So je fais ça is I do that. What? We talked about this last lesson. And we said English people always say it wrong. It is qu'est-ce que. Don't say QuestcequeTuFais. Like, it's not that. Any Q is always a K sound in French, so it's qu'est-ce que. When we talked about this word, and we said we learned it way back when you were like in September, when you were just new to Glenthorne, and we said when our birthday was. Can you say when your birthday is in French? How are we going now? All right, so the word for when is quand. Voila. All right, so over here, I like that because we need this word again. So it is j'aime faire ça parce que. That was a really tough one. So j'aime ça parce que or j'aime faire ça, as I said, is I like doing that because every day needs to be tous les jours, and finally 3 times a week, 3 fois par semaine. Voila, right guys, that was a really tough post-it note challenge. It's going to be a tough lesson today. We're going to start with a little test of your vocab. Et voilà, vous savez ce qu'il faut faire. Avant de faire le contrôle de vocabulaire, on va faire quelques activités. Le premier, c'est ici. Vous avez 36 secondes. Les mots vont disparaître. Il faut dire anglais, français, anglais, français, anglais, français, anglais, français rapidement. Je vais vous donner un exemple. Year 7. Alors donc, in spring, au printemps, in summer, en été, when it's nice, quand il fait beau, when it's hot, quand il fait chaud, when it's raining, quand il pleut. Voila, I'm so good at this. Right, put me on pause, see what you can do, and then restart me when you're ready to go. Alors, right guys, you should have prepared yourselves. I'll be starting the countdown in 3, 2, 1, allez! Alors, rapidement mes petits, first column's gone, be quick. Second column's almost gone, soyez rapide, hein? Alright, last push. Et 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Et c'est fini tout le monde. Right, well done if you got to the end of that. You're ready for our next step, year 7. Et voilà, la même activité, mais cette fois, j'ai effacé quelques lettres, donc c'est beaucoup plus difficile. You know what to do. Preparation is key. So put me on pause for like a minute, read through the list, make sure you're ready, and when you are, restart me and I'll count you down. Alors, you should be ready. I'm going to count you down. Bon courage. 3, 2, 1. Allez! This is a lot tougher. First column's going. Soyez rapide, mes petits chauffeurs. Alors, halfway, guys. Are you halfway? Allez, allez, allez. Alors, just the final column. Soyez rapide, mes petits. Et 5, 4, et 3, 2, 1. Et c'est fini, mes petits. Right, well done. If you got to the end of that, you are ready. Alors, le dernier fois, you know how this works, guys. This time, I've been kind to you. I put it in the right order. So number 1 in spring, au printemps. Numéro 2 in summer, en été. Number 3 when it's nice, quand il fait beau. So it's all in the right order. The only problem is, I've just given you the first letter. Now this is expert difficulty. Put me on pause year 7. See if you can work all of these out. And then when you're ready to have a go, restart me and see if you can get to the end. Take a minute now, have a little practice, restart me when you're ready. Alors mes petits, right guys, I'll count you down. Good luck, this is so tough. 3, 2, 1, allez! Alright, first column's almost done. So difficult today. Soyez rapide mes petits. Second column's almost gone. Alors, et 3, 2, 1, et c'est fini mes petits. Guys, I don't believe you if you got to the end of that. A really good effort. You are ready for our vocab test of the day. Alors, vous savez ce qu'il faut faire mes petits. Et donc, un peu différent aujourd'hui. Pour partie 1 aujourd'hui, il faut compléter la grille avec le verbe faire. Comment est-ce que le verbe change? So this is your daily test homework. So think back to it. How would you know it? I want you to complete it with the verb. So I'll give you the first one. The first one is je fais with an S. There we go. So what about 2? What about 3? Complétez ça avec le verbe. C'est 6 notes ici. Pour la deuxième partie, après avoir utilisé faire, on dit toujours some en français. There's 4 ways to say some. How do you say it? How do you say it? See if you can complete this. That's 4 marks there. So it's a total of 10 marks for completing our verb faire and then doing the 4 different ways to say some. Qu'est-ce qu'il faut faire après avoir fait ça? Donc, pour 1, 2, 3, il faut traduire I am very sporty en français. Je vous ai donné la première lettre pour la phrase pour vous aider un peu. Donc, I am very sporty, I am very sporty. Comment dit-on ça? Utilisez les mots pour vous aider. Et puis, pour 4, 5, 6 jusqu'à 7, il faut mettre les mots ici dans le bon espace. Par exemple, en été, quand il fait, je fais du quoi? Donc, en été means in summer. So in summer when it's, c'est quoi la météo? Quand il fait quoi? Il faut choisir le bon mot pour compléter la phrase. Ici, vous avez le défi additionnel. If you can translate this, it will be really impressive. I'll give you a bonus mark for in the spring. I'll give you a bonus mark for when it's hot and then I do walks with my family. Another one, 3 potential marks here. Guys, it's out of 20 today. 12 out of 20 will be an excellent effort. Put 5 minute timer on your phone, put me on pause for 5 minutes and see if you can complete our vocab test. Bon courage mes petits, on y va. Alors mes petits, right guys, I know you would have found that tough. Let's go through our answers to make sure we're on the same page and see what we can do. So guys, let's do it. The first one then, you had to put our verbs in. This is what you should have. The verb faire goes fait with a T. Did you get that change? Faisons, fit, font. Voilà, right guys. If you got those 6, excellent effort. Now, after using faire, you always say you do some sport, 4 words for some. Did you get them? It goes du, de la, de. Voilà. If you got these 4, excellent. 10 marks in the bag. Now overall I only want 12, so 10 will be an excellent place to be. Let's go for the trickier part of this then. Did you know these 3 phrases? So I am very sporty goes je suis très sportif for masculine, sportif for feminine. I tell you what, if you've got sportif and you've written sportive as well, I'll give you a bonus mark. I love the fact you're thinking about masculine and feminine. Oh, well done. Numéro 2, when it's hot is quand il fait chaud. Voilà. Now, your spelling isn't perfect, but you knew that phrase and you were close. I want you to give yourself the mark today. Guys, 2 down. Excellent. Numéro 3, when it's cold. If this is when it's hot, then when it's cold is quand il fait froid. Voilà, right. 3 marks down. Now, this reminds me of a funny story. Chaud means hot. Froid means cold. Now, you have to be careful because when you go to France, you'll use the taps to wash your hands. And as a British person, you'll think the tap with the C on it is the cold tap. However, in France, C stands for chaud. So the tap with the C on it is the hot tap. So you're going to burn your mouth if you go and drink from that tap. So be really careful with that. Right, we got a bit distracted there. We're up to our gap fill now. Numéro 4, il fallait mettre le mot dans le bon espace. So numéro 4 goes, en été, quand il fait beau, je fais du vélo. Voilà, right. 2 marks for that. Numéro 5, en hiver, quand il fait froid, je fais de la natation. Voilà, well done. You can't have these the other way around because this is masculine, so you need du, and this one's feminine, so you need de la. All right, 2 to go. I won't believe if anyone's got full marks so far. This is such a tricky test. Remember, 12 is our pass mark today. You might need some of these to get up to there. Numéro 6 goes, je fais ça, tu le temps, car c'est génial. And then finally, qu'est-ce qu'ils font is what you should have. Guys, an excellent effort. Extra challenges, all bonus. 3 marks available. I'll give you 1 mark for au printemps, quand il fait chaud. 1 mark for je fais des promenades and another with avec ma famille. Guys, a really good effort. Add how many you've got. 12 will be a really good score today. If you've got under 12, just go back and memorize or watch last lesson and then have another go at this test, and I guarantee you'll improve. A really tough test today. Well done, guys. Alors mes petits, right, you know the vocab, you've practiced our vocab. Now we're going to do some reading and listening to see what you really know. Alors, la deuxième activité, c'est ici. This is on your sheet. So first thing I want you to do is you need to read through our text here. We've got 3 people. We've got Tariq, Leah, and Beneba. I want you to read through and they're going to tell you what sport or activity they do and how often they do it. Donc, la première chose à faire, il faut lire le texte en français. Alors, once you've read the text then guys, la deuxième chose qu'il faut faire, il faut cocher, voilà, cocher la personne qui est d'accord avec la phrase. Par exemple, who goes dancing once a week? The examples ticked Tarek. They must say je fais de la danse 1 fois par semaine. La deuxième, who likes downloading music? Donc, qui dit ça? Est-ce que c'est Tarek, Léa ou Benaba? Il faut cocher la personne correcte. C'est difficile aujourd'hui. Donc, toi, c'est un bon effort. 3 sur 6. Qu'as-tu plus? C'est fantastique. Alors, la troisième activité, c'est ici. Il faut chercher dans le texte pour le vocabulaire clé. Chercher dans le texte pour le vocabulaire ici. Right, guys, I've explained what to do. Put me on pause. It'll take about 10 minutes to read through and do these tasks. You do also have a really tough extra challenge at the bottom here. See if you can do this. If after your 10 minutes you've still got loads of time, or if you find this quite straightforward, have a little go at our extra challenge today, guys. Put me on pause. I'll go through the answers after this. Alors mes petits, right guys, we're going to go through the answers now. Let's see what we've got. Really good effort here. This is a great text to test you. 3 out of 6 will be a good mark here. Let's go through it. So the first one was the example. Who likes downloading music? It was Beneba, voilà, and she says it here. J'aime télécharger de la musique et chatter sur Snapchat. Voilà. Alors, la deuxième. Who likes walking when it's cold? Okay, so two things we're looking for. We need to look for walking, promenade, and when it's cold, il fait froid. It was, voilà, Tariq. He says it up here. Quand il fait froid, j'aime faire des promenades. Well done if you got that one. All right, our next one goes, who likes horse riding when the weather is nice? Okay, so two clues. How did you say horse riding? Do you remember last lesson we said in the Olympics they call it equestrian? The French was similar, and then nice weather it was. Beneba encore. She says it here. Quand il fait beau, je fais de l'équitation. Voilà, right guys, 3 down. I only want 3 overall, so if you've got the first 3 down, you've already got a pass mark. Number 4 gets tougher. Who goes ice skating? Did we learn ice skating last week? It was, voilà, Léa. She says it here. Je fais aussi du patin à glace. So glace is ice and patin is like, yeah, the skate, what they call it. Voilà. Et numéro 5, who isn't very sporty. So for this one, look at what they do. This one matches to Tariq. Voilà. He says here, je fais de la danse une fois par semaine. I do dance once a week, mais je ne suis pas sportif, but I'm not sporty. All right, just one left. Who plays computer games in the evenings? And this one is, voilà, c'est Léa. And here's where she says it. Tous les soirs, every evening, je joue à des jeux vidéo. Right, guys, give yourself a mark out of 6. 3 out of 6 is our pass mark today. So if you've got any more than that, you've done really, really well. Alors donc, the second activity then, you had to find this language in the text. Did you get any? You've done really well if you have. This is what you should have. I like watching. J'aime regarder. Every night is tous les soirs. Now we haven't seen that, but we've seen tous les jours every day. We've seen tout le temps all the time. Same thing. Working out or getting ripped like me is faire de la musculation, like doing muscle work. In the evening, c'est le soir. I like doing, if this is I like watching, then you just need I like and then our verb to do, j'aime faire, and then finally I like downloading, j'aime télécharger. Voilà, alright guys, excellent if you got these. The extra challenge was really tough. If you've done it, well done. You can email me your attempts if you want. I'd love to see some of them. Alors mes petits, right guys, you've done so well today. We know the vocab, we know the verbs, you've done a tough reading, but the listening is so much tougher. You have to understand the French on the spot. We're going to put you to the test to finish off. Et voilà, so this is our listening today. I'm going to explain it in English just to make sure we can all do it and we're all pretty happy with what to do. First thing to say, yeah, to get the listening file, you've got this on your sheet, you need to go on this website. So look at the Word document I've given you and you can just like copy and paste or control and click that and it will take you to this website. On that website, it will say, what's the code? You need to copy and paste this. Copy and paste it in because it's all like capital letters and little letters and it's all confusing. So copy and paste it and then you're good. Then the listening will load up and here's your table. Qu'est-ce qu'il faut faire? Alors donc ici, you need to write when they do the activities. So sometimes, every day, all the time. Here's what you need to do. Then what activity do they do? Then each person says 2 things they do and when. So you need to complete the table. So this is really tough today. I've given you all the very difficult version. I know which one to print for you, so I've gone for the middle one. See what you can do. You've got some answers filled in already. Go on this link, put in the code, listen to these 5 people and tell me what activities they do and when. After this slide, I'll go through the transcript so you can read through and check your answers and then we'll mark it. So guys, put me on pause, go on this website, put in the code and see if you can complete the table in English for me. Good luck mes petits, put me on pause now. The next slides, I'll be going through the transcript. Alors, right guys, so you've listened to it. Here's what they said. What I want you to do is like pause the video, have a little read through and see what you can do. Like make sure you're checking your answers, see what you've got. Okay guys, so I'm going to move on to the next set of answers now, the next bit of transcript. Et voilà, here are the answers for question 3 and question 4. Read through what you've got. Did you get the activity and did you get when they were doing it in English? Have a little read through and check. Et voila, this is the final bit then. Put me on pause. Check number 5. When and what activity are they doing? See if you can work it out, guys. Put me on pause. Check your answers. Next slide goes through the answers for real. Alors mes petits, right, let's see what we've got. So the first one, it was in the summer, they do swimming, and then in the winter, they do dance. 1 mark for each of these, so 4 possible marks. If you've written in French, you're meant to have done it in English, but don't worry, you can still give yourself the tick if you can translate them across. 4 marks possible there. Number 2, when it was nice weather, they went for walks. When it was rainy, they did judo, 4 marks for that. Number 3, when it's hot, he did swimming. When it's cold, they did roller skating. Do that the other way around. And then number 4, in the winter, they did ice skating. And in the summer, they do horse riding. And then finally, number 5, when it's cold, they did parkour, which we talked about. If you've not seen parkour, put it into YouTube now and have a little watch of it. And then when it's nice weather, they do skating. Extreme sports fan number 5. Right, guys, so 5, 10, 15, a mark out of 20 for this. A really good effort today, guys. Alors mes petits, right, that's the end of today's lesson. You've worked really well today on that vocab test, the reading and listening, an exceptional effort, guys. I'm going to explain the homework again. Right, so I set this last lesson, it's the same thing. You get 1 homework a week. It's the daily tests on these must-know verbs. We've tested you on them today. We know how important they are. And then don't forget as well, you've got your Memorise. The Memorise competition is hot and up, everybody. Make sure you get on it to see what you can do. Every word you can do is here. During lockdown, your Memorise and your French could get amazing if you commit to it. Right. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all happy. Remember, your teachers are still at work. You can email any problems to your tutor or your head of year. We're all still here for you. On the news, they're talking about coming back maybe after half term. They don't know. It would be great to come back. Looking forward to seeing you all again for real. Year 7. Hope you're all well. Until next time, merci mes petits. Au revoir.